game against this potent offense. Nice move.
Wiggins counted. Foul called. Wiggins was riding Doncic in for the deuce.
Wiggins on his backside here, coach. That's just the strength of Luka.
Yeah, outstanding finish. But you see now all these pick and roll.
Hey guys, Emmanuel here, and the Dallas Mavericks need to get Luka Doncic help ASAP. So I just watched the Golden State Warriors absolutely beat the snot out of the Dallas Mavericks, and I had a few takeaways from the game. One of the takeaways I had from the game was that the Warriors had full control over that game. They had their fingerprints written all over that game. They dictated where that game was going to go, and eventually they ended up winning the game 112 to 87. That is a 30-point blowout, right? That's not good. This is not good for the Mavericks. There wasn't really a struggle, a fight from Dallas at all. Another takeaway I had from this game was that Luka Doncic was completely out of his element and that he needs way more help than he has on the Dallas Mavericks. The Golden State Warriors showed Luka that, hey, listen, you're a good player, you're even a great player, even one of the best in the league right now. And what you did to the Phoenix Suns, the #1 seed overall in the NBA, was cute. It was really cute. But we are not the Phoenix Suns. No. Far from it. We're the Golden State Warriors. And they were right. Phoenix is no Golden State. All season long, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs that Golden State is the best team in the entire league, despite what the records show you, despite who they lost to, right? Despite the Phoenix Suns winning 60+ games, despite the Memphis Grizzlies being everyone's new favorite team to root for. Golden State are still those guys. And I've been saying it all season long, and it has come to fruition. It is here. Who's the last team standing? Essentially, right now, it's Golden State. Golden State is up 1-0 on the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to be the last man standing in the Western Conference, and I think they're the best team left in the league. Now, in the last round, Luka was able to terrorize and carve out the Phoenix Suns and completely just make them look like JV basketball team. I mean, like, these guys had no answer for Luka at all. Nobody on that team could guard him. Not Chris Paul, not Devin Booker, not Mikal Bridges, not anybody, not Jay Crowder. Nobody, nada. They had no answer for that guy. And that's not the case with Golden State Warriors. No. Golden State is the same animal, but a different beast.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Golden State, unlike Phoenix, have a plethora of guys on their roster that are capable defenders, that are capable of either stopping Luka Doncic or minimizing his influence on the outcome of the game. Many guys. These guys are Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. All these guys are great, capable defenders in their own right. They specialize in very niche things. But particularly, I want to talk about Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson. These two guys are very elite perimeter defenders, right? Andrew Wiggins, for example. Anytime Andrew Wiggins' team has played LeBron James, he's always been tasked with the hard, almost impossible task of guarding LeBron James. So Andrew Wiggins has experience guarding someone that's like Luka, because all Luka really is LeBron's son and Magic Johnson's grandson. They're the same kind of player, right? So Andrew Wiggins has experience with that, right? And then there's Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, prior to his injury in 2019, Klay Thompson was one of the best two-way players the league had. He was up there with the likes of Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. He could defend. The brother could defend like nobody's business, right? And he was a very valuable asset. Most people tended to mistake Klay Thompson's value. They thought that he was, a monster, a sharpshooter, which he is. I mean, there's nobody like Game 6 Klay Thompson. But a lot of Klay Thompson's value came from the fact that he could defend elite, and I mean elite guards, some of the best in the league. Example of this, when James Harden was in Houston, and Houston always met Golden State in the playoffs, from 2015 to 2019, the Warriors played the Houston Rockets in the playoffs 4 times. In each of those years, and that was James Harden's prime, and each of those years, each of those series, Klay Thompson was always given the hard task of guarding one of the best scoring guards the league has ever seen in James Harden. Not only that, in those rivalries that Golden State had with Cleveland, guess who was given the impossible task of guarding that shifty guy that they call Kyrie Irving? Ding, 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 you guessed it. It was Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has experience guarding elite guards. So this is nothing new to him. Like, Luka is nothing new, right? And then there's Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a former NBA Defensive Player of the Year. That speaks for itself. Draymond Green is a Swiss Army knife, right? His value, like Klay Thompson, comes in the fact that he does more than one thing, right? He may not do it to the best of the best in the league, but he's a Swiss Army knife, right? He'll give you 10 points, give you 10 assists, and he'll give you 10 rebounds, but he'll also give you 5 blocks. He'll also defend like crazy. He'll make a guy like Nikola Jokic have a tough time scoring. That's Draymond Green. And Golden State has all 3 of these guys on their team. And Luka, what you were able to do to Phoenix, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen here. That's not happening here. So while Luka can torch Devin Booker and Chris Paul and Mikal Bridges and get those guys in a ring with him, he's not going to be able to do that to Golden State. And because of that, it's going to be very easy for the Warriors to stop the Dallas Mavericks, because this team goes as Luka goes. Without Luka, this team isn't even a playoff team, right? And that's exactly what happened on Wednesday. The Warriors were able to hold Luka Doncic to 20 points and 6 of 18 shooting from the field. You're not going anywhere if your best player is scoring 20 points. You're not going, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter who you are, you're not going anywhere. Furthermore, Luka was so bothered by the Warriors defense that he had a plus-minus of -30. Once they took away Luka's influence on the game was over. The game was over, and that's why Dallas never took a lead again in the third quarter. From the third quarter onward out, Dallas never took a lead. And that's the exact point of this video, to say that the Dallas Mavericks need to get Luka more help, because Luka's second best players are Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. And no offense to Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson, but you're not winning anything with Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. Not in this lifetime, not in the next lifetime, not in this universe, not in the next universe, not in the universe after that. You're not going anywhere. And so that is the takeaway from this series. So if the Dallas Mavericks do end up losing to the Golden State Warriors, of which I predict they will, the Mavericks front office need to take away this from this series. They got the right guy in Luka. Now they just need their second guy. They need their second guy. They need a guy that's going to be able to go the distance with Luka, that's going to be able to be there when Luka is being targeted on the floor, when Luka is being doubled. They need some guy that's going to be able to take the pressure away or take relief off of Luka. Pause. And the good thing is, this playoffs this year, especially last round, really helped the stock and trade value of Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie, which means the Dallas Mavericks will be able to package those 2 guys up with some other assets and be able to really go after a number 2 guy. Listen, there are going to be a lot of talent on the market this year. Zach LaVine is going to be on the market. Kyrie is going to be on the market. You can go trade for a guy like Damian Lillard. There's going to be talent. You need to acquire one of these talented guys. You need to. That is the takeaway that the Mavericks front office need to get from this playoff season. Remember, it's not a loss if you learn something. If you learn something from this playoffs, it's that you need to get Luka more help. But guys, those are just my thoughts. Those are my takeaways from this series so far. It's just game 1. I'm excited to see exactly how this series is going to play out. Tune in for more. Tune in for more NBA commentary. If you like this kind of content, this is the channel for you. This has been League Talk. My name's Emmanuel Cameo. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, kids.